What is up guys, it's Jordan here and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to be talking about a mobile game. Now this is something I've never touched upon on this channel, and to be honest I'm not a big mobile gamer. Now as you guys may be aware from the fact that I play tons of Siege, I really enjoy my FPS games, and recently I've been really busy, I've been on the move a lot, I've been working a lot more than usual, so I've been on the hunt for a good FPS game on my phone. I have played games like Modern Combat and Nova, all the common games that most gamers on iOS or Android will think of when you think FPS, and I can never really get into them. I just found them a little bit lackluster, and I just can never get to grips with the whole idea of playing an FPS on my phone. I thought it was really clunky, really horrible, and to a certain degree I still do. But recently I stumbled across this game called bulletforce. Now you guys may not have heard of it. This game is still very new, so it's also still less known than most of the other games such as Modern Combat and Nova. They're just the two that keep springing to mind. And I've been playing this game now for probably about a week, and I've been playing it quite a lot because, like I said, I've been really busy working and things, so I find myself a lot of the time just sitting around on my phone when I'm waiting for things like between jobs, because I actually work 2 jobs. So I've been playing this game quite a lot, and to be totally honest, as you can see from the gameplay, it's really good for a mobile game. Unfortunately, you can't get past the fact that iOS controls and Android controls are just a bit clunky altogether. Playing an FPS on a touchscreen is just still quite difficult. Often you end up hitting the wrong button, or your thumb will be covering an enemy so you won't be able to see them because obviously it's a small screen. And unfortunately, no game can really get around that. The best thing that they do is allow you to change all the controls, which I'm pretty sure is quite standard for these kind of games now. So you can customize all the buttons to your likings, but you still can't get around the fact that you're playing on a touchscreen. I assume playing on tablets would be slightly better, but I don't actually have a tablet. I play it on my iPhone and it seems to be okay. Like I said, it's still a bit clunky. But anyway, we're going to talk about the actual game. The actual game is really good. There's gun customization. There aren't that many guns, but I say they're all customizable. You can put skins on them, you can put attachments, scopes, all the usuals you think of when you think of gun customizations. That's really good. The maps, there are actually some really interesting maps on this game. It's pretty good how well balanced the maps are and interesting they are. For instance, the one that always sticks in my head is there's a map, I think it's called City, and it's got usable lifts in it. Like you can get in a lift, hit a button, and you can go to the top, and then like you're at the top of a skyscraper and you can snipe on. That's a really cool idea, and like I haven't seen that in many big games. The only one I can think of is Battlefield 4, which has the lift. I'm pretty sure it has a lift in it that you can use. I haven't played much Battlefield, so don't quote me on that, but I'm fairly certain there is. But besides that, it's really interesting to see things like that on an iOS game, because normally when you think of iOS games and FPSs like this, you imagine them to be sort of lackluster compared to the console counterparts, but there aren't many games that have that kind of interesting design and maps, so that was really cool to see. Besides that, they are all very well balanced. It's a 20-man game, 20-man battles, sorry, which is also really good for phones. Doesn't sound like a crazy amount as opposed to like 64 and 100 or whatever you play, but it's still very good for a phone having 20 people playing, bearing in mind the graphics are actually very good. The guns look really good, the environment is 50-50, okay? Sometimes the environment can look really good, and other times it can look absolutely awful. It really depends. I did see someone that the developer is working on cleaning up the environment, and he is aware that some of the things, like some of the assets, look a bit lower quality as opposed to other parts. So it looks a bit weird sometimes when you see one thing, like, wow, that looks really good, and then you see something else, and like, oh, that looks kind of weird. Character animations is what you'd expect from a phone. It's still pretty good, but it's not amazing. Ragdolls are also present in the game, which, I mean, a couple of years ago I would have been really surprised to have ragdolls in a phone game, but a couple of other games have introduced that. Again, going back to Nova and Modern Combat, they have ragdolls. So yeah, overall, that presentation on the characters is pretty good. They don't look awful, but overall, I just wanted to make this video to kind of get some awareness out for this game, because if you guys are like me and, you know, you don't really like phone games, but you find yourself spending more and more time on your phone because you're busy, and you want to dive into a mobile FPS, then definitely check out this game because it's really good and it's really fun. It'll take a while to pick up. I'm still trying to get used to it. I've been playing it for about a week and a half now, and I'm still trying to get used to the controls, so I suggest just fiddling around with it, and eventually you'll find something that you can work with. It won't be perfect, but it will definitely be something you can work with. And overall, it's a very fun game to play when you're busy and you haven't got time to sit down at a computer or an Xbox or whatever and play an actual FPS. Now I know this video was a bit different and also a bit shorter, and if I seem like I'm trying to rush this out, I do apologize. I'm actually flying off to Sweden in 6 hours, so I am trying to rush out as many videos as I can because I don't want to miss too many uploads. So I'm still going to be uploading hopefully over the next week and a half or 2 weeks, but they might be a bit different and a bit quicker than usual because I haven't got a lot of time. Well, I've got 6 hours on my hands and I want to make like 4 videos, and normally it takes me like the best part of half a day to make 1 video, so this is going to be interesting to say the least. But anyway guys, I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and I will see you in the next one.